An estimated 8 to 10 million Armenians live in over 100 countries across the world. Their diversity brings richness, but also a multiplicity of beliefs, attitudes, and perspectives, especially when it comes to the Republic of Armenia. From its political and social direction to its economy and global alliances, the question of Armenia's development and the role the diaspora will play in its evolution remains a pressing question. Today, ＳիվիլNet is at the Armenian House in London, where specialists and academics are exploring this very question, at the invitation of the London-based Armenian Institute. This event, being held in conjunction with the Armenia Project TAP and the Armenian Communities Department of the Calouste Gulbenkian Foundation, is taking place immediately prior to the launch of a new Gulbenkian Foundation initiative entitled Diasporan Perspectives. The Armenian diaspora of today is recognized by two distinct modern waves, the first relating to descendants of the Armenian genocide survivors, and the second to economic migrants from post-Soviet Armenia. The two groups have distinct characteristics, with the more established diaspora of the early 20th century defined by the shared trauma of genocide, the latter marked by post-Soviet economic hardship and political repression. The Republic of Armenia's attitudes towards its diaspora have historically been complex. In the earlier period, the diaspora was regarded as a vital asset, and, at others, a source of political friction. The Armenian Communities Department of the Calouste Gulbenkian Foundation has sponsored students, scholars, and writers who have delved into understanding this relationship.
There was this notion that if we only find the right key to unlock the potential of the diaspora. For 35 years, we've tried this individually, collectively, institutionally. Perhaps at this point, we should think, where did the original magic?
Now, Armenians at home and abroad are re-evaluating the role the diaspora will play in the future of Armenia. The Armenia Project, established in 2023, is one such effort, a non-profit organisation representing a proactive approach to utilising the Diaspora-State relationship and sharing the Armenian story with the wider world.
I want to say that I see this in a slightly more positive way, because having this organization and constantly going back and forth, and the experience that I hear about from our interns, in fact, we have an intern here with us today, but also from the youth in Armenia, I think it's slightly a different experience. There's more young diasporans from around the world keen to move out there. There's more of them that are engaged than ever before.
As with any relationship, it is a two-way street, and a sense of mutual involvement is vital for its survival. The defeat in Nagorno-Karabakh has arguably focused questions on diaspora-state relations over the years. On the one hand, garnering support from its diasporans, on the other, contributing to the diaspora sense of estrangement, anger, and disillusionment with the Armenian government. Vikan Jatarian, a scholar based in Geneva, was the driving force behind two significant volumes analysing the war.
Armenians were not ready for the war, we're not ready for this kind of war, and we're not ready for this kind of defeat. And I think one of the big gaps is that we don't have an explanation. Neither the political leaders nor our academic intellectual structures gave us a narrative that explains what happened and then tells us, okay, this is what happened, and now we have to move in this direction.
While Armenia has been scarred by conflict for decades, it is equally evolving as a place of refuge and innovation. Capitalising on and promoting these selling points is another way diaspora-state relations can progress and flourish. Sosi Kasparian, co-editor of Diaspora, a journal of transnational studies, wants to look at the Armenia-diaspora relationship from a different perspective.
And something that we should really take very seriously is the role that Armenia has played in recent years as a new homeland, or at least a temporary home for Middle Eastern Armenians, whether from Iran, from Cairo.
The takeaway from these discussions seems to be, as Sosi Kasparian framed it, the diasporan community should invest not only in their relationship to the Republic, but also with their own diverse communities. And in a time when anti-immigrant sentiment is on the rise across the globe, diasporan communities should strive to support and connect with one another more than ever.